missed it. Instead, ooh, that is an interesting hero.
That is an interesting hero. I thought that was a dead hero.
Two different strength heroes already. A really annoying matchup for the Timbersaw in like the level 1. So they're gonna need to figure out a way to get Timbersaw like a start to his lane at the very least.
10 seconds.
Yeah, and he's not that great in the mid. Wow, Undying's never gonna get his tombstone off. You've got Phantom Master and you've got Little Shredder. What?
All right, that's what we got.
I told you Fnatic was gonna have fun this game. 5-1 odds.
Wait a
of course
minute.
they're feeling it.
Let's update those odds right now. how dynamic are these?
How dynamic, indeed.
Jeez. All right, what are we at?
10 seconds.
No, it's still sitting about the same. I want to check the draft again afterwards because I feel like they need some time to catch back up. Oh man.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Yeah. Doesn't seem great against Phantom Lancer though, and they didn't even like think. They were just like, whatever. We're building whatever we want to build on this wild ride. I want to get off Chavs' wild ride.
This has to be Daryl's.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll be probably a Moon Void Spirit. Let's see, what would enable a techies the most?
Crystal Maiden.
Coddle.
Yeah, Coddle.
Yeah.
Probably. But then you've got like, okay, so yeah, Coddle techies is the combo.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, Coddle is actually really good because those two heroes can prevent you from pushing high ground for an eternity. And Phantom Lancer is not really a great answer at that. He's good at one or the other, but both of them put together, it's very, very difficult to siege high ground against.
I guess. I mean, this is the thing that's weird about it, though, right? Is like if you're going for all right, late game, do you pick an Undying at that point? Like this hero falls off so hard.
It must be some sort of weird lane that, like, maybe you can. The prox mines can kill people super early on once you do a bunch of soul rips or steal a bunch of strength. I don't know. I'm surprised by the Undying pick. Obviously, very surprised by the Techies pick. They ban out Storm Spirit.
So
okay, so what do they get?
Radiant team pick.
Sand King?
Sure, because why not?
What?
I don't know, man.
These are a bunch of heroes that are dead. Like 3 out of the 5 Fnatic heroes are just like irrelevant in the current meta. And also not particularly good against Phantom Lancer, I feel. But they just don't care. There's not putting respect on VT Fated's name.
I wonder if it's going to be a DJ Techies.
Wait, are there any Underlord alliances going on here in Fnatic? I know you brought up that possibility previously. Really. Techies is in there, isn't he? Isn't he like a tier 5 hero?
No, he was only an auto chess, sadly.
Oh, I see. Okay,
I'm wondering if it's actually a DJ Techies. It could be. Now that I'm looking at this
Sand King?
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of wondering.
But an underfarm Techie seems even more useless than a normal Techies.
Yeah, but maybe they've come up with something.
Sure.
I don't know. I could see either of them playing it. The only person I'm sure that is not going to play it is
Moon,
yes. Maybe 23 Savage.
23 Savage. You know he has that level 25 talent.
Yeah, exactly. There you
Damage per days. Got the Mask of Madness.
No, there's no
Moon
way.
Shard.
Dude, maybe we'll actually get like a 60-minute game though. That would be cool. He
says with excitement in his voice.
We haven't had one in forever. I've been wanting to cast some of these games with like the crazy items at the end. I haven't got to see any of the tier 5 items.
That's true.
I had made like a big plate of burritos for myself and I was planning on eating them earlier. So I'm going to have to wait on these because I think we're going to be getting a long game.
Rip burritos.
It's okay. I'll just heat them up again later.
Let's see. If maybe Sierra should go for like a Tinker now and turn it into a 4-position puck. And then we can really have a long game.
Oh my god. That'd be pretty great. Although, like, PL Tinker.
Yeah, oh, that's not fun. DK.
All right. And they're waiting.
I'm saying Ice Techies.
They're waiting. I'll say DJ Techie just to be the
contrarian. Well played.
Nailed it. All right. So, yeah, Ice Sand King.
4-position Techies.
I didn't see DJ playing Sand King. That's the only reason why. Like, I don't. It doesn't feel like it's his type of hero. Not that Techies feels like his type
yes,
of hero
Techies,
either.
signature DJ hero.
Right, exactly. Yeah. That's I guess the idea is that, yeah. Well,
I feel like a farm Techies can, or I feel like an underfarmed Sand King can have a bigger impact than an underfarmed Techies. Because if you don't make your way to like the Aghanim Scepter, then PL can just send his illusions like everywhere.
Dude, the bets just dropped down so much. It went from like almost 5-1. It's 3-1 now. So they're still favoring Fnatic.
Sounds about right.
CR, yeah, they've gotten a little bit more love after the draft. All right, let's go into it, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1. Fnatic going absolutely insane, taking the Techies as their 4th pick overall. Let's see if it works for them. I'm stoked. I'm excited.
Honestly, I don't care if it works for them or not. I'm just excited to see it, period.
That's fair. I'm gonna tweet out real quickly because I think somebody needs to say it. Let's do it, man. Techies.
OMG. No burritos today.
No burritos.
What type of burrito was it?
Terrible, awful frozen burritos.
Oh yeah, no, this is the best. Are they like breakfast burritos or are they like?
No, I think they're like a green
burritos?
chili burrito.
Oh, okay. Those are pretty good.
Yeah.
Does that mean that it has like the sauce on top of it?
No, definitely doesn't. Have to add the sauce yourself.
Okay,
which is an interesting sentence. But we're gonna go right into this game now. And what does he skill up? So he's taking Blast off level 1. Headdress. Yeah, BT Faded is like, it's like, you guys want me to stand in for this game and Techies? What the hell? Oh.
I'm kind of surprised you go the Headdress even if you're going Blast off. I thought that. I guess. Well, I'm just excited to see what happens.
Totally, it's gonna be hype. Let me make sure that this is all looking good. Wunderbar, wunderbar. Oh god, I'm so bad at everything. There it is.
He has the Arcana also, so maybe he is. Does he have any gems that? Oh, he got gifted the Arcana.
He's
all right, so he has
tier.
10. He has 10 Prox Mine kills, 116 Stasis Trap stuns, and 29 Remote Mine kills, as you can see if you inspect his Remote Mine item. So not really encouraging statistics.
No, but he is a silver tier Techie.
He is a silver tier Techie. That is true.
Moving up there, Xiaoyu gonna take out that outpost as well. Ohio looks to be in lane with him with just one shared Tango and boots. As 23 Savage is going to come over and contest for his bounty run. Yeah, Ohio can't afford to trade hits, really. And does he get it?
Nice.
He did. Well done. Fnatic only getting... Well, they're going to get 2 in the end.
Yeah, Void has not skilled anything up. I thought maybe he would go for Time Lock, but probably a bit concerned about this Timber Saw. He wants to hold onto the skill point in case he gets bursted. But he has a Undying behind him, and between Soul Rip and Time Lock, I imagine that this Faceless Void should feel pretty safe.
Yeah. This is so annoying for Xiaoyu, though. Just eating these... He missed the decay. That's a little unfortunate. That happens.
Yeah, it's that high move speed, the 292 move speed of Timber Saw. It's difficult to hem in.
I mean, that's somewhat relevant, like missing those early ones, because now...
It's 70 mana.
Timber does get that deny, or they get the deny on the Timber. Oh, Mushi. He already ate one of the blast-offs. This is what happens. I should just be watching this lane. Why am I looking anywhere else?
You're right. I'll keep my eye elsewhere. If anything interesting happens, watch bot.
I think he actually blasted off the wave as Sand King was also causticing it. I think that's what they did there. And it did like a ton of damage. That's pretty cool.
And Caustic at 1. That's a huge throwback. I haven't seen Caustic at 1 in years.
I think this is their play. They just stand in the wave, let Ice Caustic it, and then if anybody steps up to contest, DJ can just blast off the wave. I think that's what their plan is here.
I mean, BT Fate was wise to take Lance at 1, though. That means that he can at least, like, snipe a few range creeps.
Yeah. Or
let Mushi get them. Meanwhile, Jabs is also cutting between the top lane, tier 1 and tier 2.
And her trading with Moon. Looks like they're fine. They are going to get in behind the tower right now. 23 Savage looking for the deny. Punch in Ohio. He taking tower aggro. 23 Savage forced the time walk up to the high ground. Oh, that was not the play. That was a misplay. And now Jabs is going to go down. Zhao Yu going 1-1-0.
Oh, nice bot lane. There's a sentry ward. Sees him in his sandstorm, and he goes down too.
All right, Fnatic.
Uh-oh.
All right, Fnatic. what's going on here, y'all? What's going on? Uh-oh.
A bit concerning. I'm surprised DJ just hasn't like been, I don't know, just tanking a bunch of aggro, trading hits with the Phantom Lancer, and just going for the denial suicide. Because that's usually what happens to me whenever 4-position techies are laning against me. Blast off.
Jumps in, hits him. Good bit of damage there, but they're still getting denies off, and Ice 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 misses out. Another round of denies. Oof. And I can't believe that Matthew Savage just jumped up onto that high ground there. It was really unfortunate.
He may have been planning on TPing out regardless.
I don't think so. Based on what I saw, I don't think so. I like your generosity to the players, though. I appreciate it. Moon, seeing if he can get a little bit fresh here with Ben-Hur. Has 2 points up in the Resonance Pulse, but doesn't want to go for that one right now, it looks like. As Techie's still yet to really do all that much. He's playing some mines back behind the trees here, which is kind of cool, but not sure what his play is really at this point.
I feel like he should just blow the mana for one more mine, okay, and then now start tanking a bunch of aggro, trading hits with Snapfire and PL, get him to a low enough HP that his 2 points in Blast Off can kill him.
Yeah.
Especially like now in this era of getting free TPs, 3 free TPs straight at the base, it's not even that big of a penalty to like kill yourself to Blast Off and then come back to lane.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Is he going for it? Oh, they went in. I mean, he used Blast Off, not going to die. VT Faded could have chased that a little bit more if they wanted. Instead, they turned their sights onto Ice Ice Ice. Cookie forward. It's like the better Blast Off. And now they're going to go down. VT Faded. Oh. And he just sends in his illusions, and they get the kill and get the gold. Oh, that's a frustrating one. Damn.
Well, DJ has another blast off in 5 seconds. He's not gonna intercept this pull. He's kind of deciding what Snapfire's up to. Not the intimidating lane that I was expecting. I thought that a techie Sand King would be able to do a lot more damage, both literally and figuratively, but that's not been the case.
Well, I think some of it is that Ice didn't get Burrow Strike for a little while, and I mean, I guess that it still wouldn't have mattered. Like, it's hard to get that amount of damage out that they would want. 5-minute runes. Ohio again with the quick fingers. Gets the John up to the high ground, able to pick those ones up. Ice 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 also picking up one of the bounties, and they're leaving the last one on the high ground over here.
Well, Ice has a soul ring now, so at least he's kind of self-sufficient. If Techies wants to leave the lane, that's a viability now.
I guess,
but I don't think he's gonna leave the lane.
Yeah, I'm wondering what else he could do. Like maybe go like stack jungles and try and take him down. Like there's a couple of cool pieces.
Start planting mines all around the map. I mean, he's got his own soul ring completed, so
right.
He can stack and kill camps. He's gonna put 2 to kill off this small camp. He's gonna put all 3 charges just to kill this small camp. Wow.
Oh,
never mind. Get wrecked.
DJ, no. Oh, that feels real bad. At least you got that XP.
Do you know? Dude, freaking. They cost 390 mana to not kill a small camp. He may be able to get a blast off on mid lane though, but he's so slow that the DK can just walk away and pick up a regen rune.
Oh god, that was painful.
That's a bra moment right there. Oh my god.
I mean,
I didn't realize they're so weak. I can't believe 3 of them. It takes 3 of them to kill a small camp.
Well, it was level 1. That was part of the reason that it happened too.
Yeah.
So he got level 2 off it. It should just be 2 of them here, I think, to finish it most likely. Oh, just 1. All right, yeah, it's a huge difference in damage.
Well, and that camp is weaker than the troll camp that they had before. But
big resonant pulse. They've got the cookie afterwards, but no way to bring down Moon at all. So that gank is not going to work. And in fact, might end up losing Mushi if they're not careful. So they will back out a little bit there before things get
faded. Dueling.
Oh, DJ.
Oh, he didn't kill the mine. He couldn't click it. DJ was standing right on top of it, so he couldn't click the mine properly. Oh,
That's what you need to do. That was sick.
Moon dies mid.
What? Wait, what?
Radiant's
Okay.
top tower
I don't know
is
how
Yeah,
that happened.
Cookied old school style and Dragon Tail, so that's a lot of stun.
DJ is really low on HP, but could maybe
Good,
go
that's a good
for...
thing.
It's
Time to
true.
blast off.
Yeah, this could be his play here. Although it looks like he's going to head over to the jungle and do a little bit of farming maybe.
So far, very underwhelmed with his techies pick.
Yeah, hasn't been great.
I think it's just it just kind of stunted Ice's Sand King potential. He's now dragging the bot lane to the mid lane for maximum farm.
Doing what he can.
Doing what he can.
Ice
Now
Ice
Moon is going to the off lane. What the hell?
So they switched over and put they put in the Sand King mid. So this is going to be probably a better chance at finding a kill on the PL, I would imagine, because you can still do the blast off like long duration silence, and it's 500 damage with Moon. So that's probably going to be their route to go. And they've put like these mines up on the high ground too. So this is a pretty safe place for Moon to play. That's what it looks like, at least.
Okay.
I don't know if I like it, but I can
No,
kind of
I'm
understand.
not encouraged by it because like Sand King has 3 points in Sandstorm. He should be the one farming the jungle, not techies.
Yeah, man. This is DJ's life now. Look
His
at him. He
life.
got a faded brooch. He's happy as a clam.
It's not bad. Techies is one of the few heroes that Oceanheart is actually pretty good on because he doesn't mind like having to stand into a river. But Brooch is okay. Ice just gonna keep this mid lane pushed out. There are 3 heroes mid right now in Fnatic.
And again,
Meanwhile, Void Spirit
yeah,
not
DJ's just
necessarily
like,
having a free lane.
they're sitting underneath this ward right now on DJ, which kind of sucks. And he's going to try and farm this up a little bit, it looks like. The best play that we saw from DJ so far was him being able to like get that kill onto PL because PL couldn't hit the mine.
Yes, that is true.
Which was pretty hype, but not...
It was pretty hype.
Yeah. But as you mentioned, Moon is down bottom. Right now, it's looking like CR are having a much better time as 23 Savage getting chased, forced into that time walk. The chase forward, Chakram just barely off the mark, but he needs to be careful walking into these trees. Whirling Death does a lot of damage trying to get the hit.
Dude, he's not gonna
quite there.
chrono?
Damn.
Oh my god, the discipline on this man. I can't believe he did. He knew these cooldowns. He knew the mana that Xiao Yu had available. Well played.
That was sick. Yeah,
And they're gonna get this outpost. Yeah, they
nice
get it in time.
timing. So they do manage to pick that one up. One outpost apiece, bounty runes going for Xiao Yu as well as jabs, and then this one's still hanging out in the river if somebody wants to come and claim it. Just want to keep my eyes on this techies and try and figure out what the hell he's going to do. He's got level 6.
Yep.
Oh,
Didn't take a point in remote mine though. Ooh, 23 Savages toying. Okay, now there's the mine. Alright, there's the...
blast off to the side. Nicely done. That's what you need to kill the Timber.
It's true. It's a very, very long silence. And that's going to be useful against all these heroes. Ben-Hur actually queuing up a Blink Dagger, so he's not going to have a BKB on this DK anytime soon. We'll see if VT faded. Yeah, he's not going for early Diffusal Blade. He's going to be going for... early Mantis. He is going to be going for the Diffusal Blade, as Ben-Hur taking quite a bit of abuse from this Void Spirit.
Dissimulate back, though. They force back Ohio and are able to control this area of the map kind of nicely, although there's going to be a cookie out. Gotta be careful. Thinking about a blast off here, DJ. It's actually going to drop down a... Well, they're waiting. Burrow Strike comes through. Waiting for
What's
the
the
jump
old
in.
call?
It's going to come out. They got him caught with the Snapfire Ultimate. That's what I'm going to call
that's not
it.
what's
They
called.
get the coil afterwards onto 2 Leashed. Trying to live through this one. Has a Resonance Pulse afterwards if he wants it. Moon living jump through with the Epicenter. And Fnatic able to take that fight. 3 dead for only 1. And, oh, come on over here. Let's take a seat. Nope, they're not going to be able to get him. So
Hope
Fnatic
you're
back
happy.
out. But they
CR
are...
lose that team fight because you did not provide enough hype for Snapfire Ultimate, which is not what it's called. I'm going to continue chastising you if you take that cop out.
I am going to disconnect from the Discord call. You just wait and see.
Solid team fight nonetheless from Fnatic. have a ton of magic damage right now. Didn't even need Chronosphere, which is still on cooldown. Didn't even need 23 Savage. He was on the complete other side of the map.
Yeah.
And all it took was some techies, a Tombstone, which immediately got killed, which is going to be a problem moving forward, again, because of the Shredder, which is not skilled up yet, but the Phantom Lancer as well. So they need to enjoy these moments. Either that or he's going to have to like be cliffing them every single time.
Dude, suddenly, like, Techies has a game for himself, too. He's, like, farming up stuff, building into a pipe on DJ. What the hell? Jump in onto Ben-Hur. Stun. They've still got the Remnant to pull him back in. Another 2 rounds of coil. Silence. The Snapfire jumps in on the cookie. Is it going to be enough to kick down Moon, though? He still has one more Astral Step if he wants to use it as well. Jump in onto Ben-Hur by jabs, trying to move into position. Ice, burrow onto 3, and the silence comes afterwards. Oh, god damn. That man didn't have an answer.
Well, the combat potential is extremely high from this matchup. Techies being able to pop in with a... So how long? It's a 7-second long silence. With tons of setup. He's got the Burrow Strike, he's got the Chrono, he's got the Aether Remnant. There is plenty of opportunity to get the silence off. Okay, so Timbersaw is going to be going for a Yules first. I feel like Lotus would have been a little bit more value because he could be able to take the silence off of his allies like the Puck or the PL. But I guess PL is going to be building his own Manta Style at some point. Oh, Chrono onto the PL. How many dashes? How many Maelstrom procs?
Need some more. One more.
Oh my god!
Double. Take that man to in and out.
Time lock level 4. That was an animal style kill right there.
Jesus. That was sick. And now, like, again, you sort of have a good game for the Void. Burrow Strike away, stun comes out. Sand King under control. Is he going to go down, though? It's a real tanky hero, and yeah, he's eventually going to pop.
Ooh, Tranquil Boots, interesting. I guess with the Soul Ring, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen Sand King in such a long time that I'm very curious to see what the go-to build is, and I'm on board with what Ice is putting down right now.
Yeah. I mean,
the Spirit Vessel against the Timbersaw and DK is definitely critical.
So is he actually going to be going? It looks like he's queued up the Meteor Hammer. Am I crazy? Is that what that is? What the hell is this item? Or no, he's just got the yeah. Okay, that makes sense. For Jiao I was talking about on the Timber. He's just going for the hood first.
On the Timber.
Yeah. I have seen a couple of Meteor Hammers picked up on Timbers in the past. But looks like, he's just going to be going for the hood first, and then afterwards going back the other direction.
Bro, we are seeing so many missed Timber chains today.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Must be something in the water.
Something in the water.
Hey. God, this area, though, like, you can just see this wall of mines where it's like, you cannot go there. Or at least they'll know if you go there. So they move in, and they take over this outpost, dropping down a mine at the same time. And stasis trap.
And a stasis. Ooh. Dream Coil onto Sand King yet again. Into the tail. Into the what?
Ultimate. That's right.
God damn it.
Mortimer's Kisses.
Thank you.
I don't like it. It's terrible.
Well, you've got to embrace it. You got to face your fears, all right?
That's fair. Oh, Tombstone up on the high ground. Gonna chase down Ben-Hur. 23 Savage. No Chrono for 30. They decide to back out afterwards. And Zhao Yu here is going to get a little zombie chasing him to the ends of the earth. While they still continue to trade off one side of the map for the other. Yeah, man, I'm a little spooked right now. I feel like this Techies is going to do a really good job of like controlling the map. And I think that this is part of the thing that I've been waiting to see with Techies is like when you have patches that are about controlling areas, as these outposts are all about right now, like it becomes harder and harder to play against him.
Yeah, but this is all before Phantom Lancer comes online. Once he has illusions at his disposal that he can just send to sweep all these areas, then a lot of Techie's potential goes downhill. Granted, once the remote mines come online, then you're going to need some detection around the area. But if it's just prox mines, Phantom Lancer has no problem dealing with that. Even like the Timbersaw eventually is going to have no problem dealing with that. It's not physical damage like it once was, but Timbersaw is still like a very, very tanky hero that he can just walk in and face tank a bunch of mines.
It is also kind of interesting, the DJ opting for no remote mines at level 10, all the way up to it. He took the magic resist talent too, so going pipe and then into the magic resist talent. And now afterwards, Aether Lens
45% magic resistance. It's pretty beefy. I don't know why. I mean, I guess you may be able to blast off twice in a fight. It's still a 35-second long cooldown, but I guess maybe he won't need to leave immediately after blasting off because it's just gonna, so much of it is gonna be reduced.
Dude, these little mines just all over the place. It's so annoying to deal with. I think one of the strongest parts of Techies is also the stasis trap. It's so nice.
Yeah, especially against a bunch of melee heroes like a DK, a Phantom Lancer, and a Timbersaw, because they can't kill them.
Cookie, mid lane, in trouble. 23 Savage is just dead. Now, can they move into this area and take a fight? They're thinking about it. DJ needs to lay down some mines and cover this area.
The stasis canceled Benher's TP.
Oh, God. Uh-oh. And now they found him and kill up Ohio.
Push mid now. I mean, they have this Dragon Form activated, so I guess instead of defending bot, which Fnatic are not pushing, might as well just put a little bit of pressure on mid.
DJ trying to run away here. Can drop a stasis mine if he wants. Take a little while to do it, but he just walks towards the uphill, and all of a sudden you don't feel confident going there as the Timbersaw. They blow up the Void Spirit again. And now, Mortimer's Kisses going out.
Thank you.
Jabs, Epicenter, onto 2. Isn't enough damage yet, DJ. Thinking about blast off cooldown in 2 seconds. Could go for it here if he wants, but Zhao Yu's already away. So they do retreat. 10-10 so far. In a very back and forth and wonky and weird game, as you might expect, given the hero choices. As a Burrow Strike there, the good silence, it's going to last forever. Cookie's away, trying to escape. Meanwhile, over to the side, Techie's taking some extra damage. Almost enough, he is going to pop there in the end. Caustic burning him down. Mushi, Chase, couple more Burrow Strike hits, or rather, Time Lock hits, and they're able to take him down as well. So Mushi is dead. Benher and Zhao Yu just trying to run away with Spirit Vessel on him.
He has Time Lock Chrono, yeah. He did not want to jump to the low ground without any vision whatsoever. He would have been totally blind, and Ice was already backing off, and his Epicenter's on cooldown anyway, so he backs off. But solid turnaround. It's only 2 supports, though. All the cores of CR still remain alive.
I don't really know how to rate this game as far as like late game potential goes, because it feels like PL should just eventually be able to run over everybody, right?
Yeah, that's an accurate interpretation. It's just because Techie's base defense is not nearly as strong with people who have expendable units.
Right.
Because at most, once you get the Aghanim Scepter, which is going to be a long time before DJ completes the Aghanim Scepter, if he even goes for it, you can only protect one lane. And then if they just put down a Sentry Ward elsewhere, then Shredder's going to be very effective at taking down remote mines. PL Illusions is going to be very effective. And DK is like a BKB builder also. He doesn't need, or he's actually going for his second item BKB after the Blink Dagger. And so they have plenty of solutions to deal with high ground defensive Techies.
Yeah. Yeah, Blink, BKB, and then just like blow everything up is real scary. The plus side, at least for the Techies right now in DJ, is that they are kind of just like controlling these areas. So that's probably the best part of this hero right now, is the ability to hold a spot and like at least know if they're coming to invade.
The area denial.
Exactly. He's going to drop down another round of stasis traps here as well. Is Ohio and the rest of CR going to try and push top, it looks like? Or no, they're going to back out afterwards.
No, he activates Dragon Form. They do want to push top.
It's only these 2 here. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they have reasonably good vision, though, with this Cliff Ward, so they'll see if anyone wants to rotate. Even Puck was tossing the Illusory Orb to see if Faceless Void was anywhere. Do they see Faceless? They don't see Faceless Void on the map right now, so it's a little bit nerve-wracking. That's why Puck keeps putting the Illusory Orb above this tier 2. Yeah. But they're going to take it, uncontested. Siege Creep does its work.
Yep. Going down. Bottom lane, though. Setting up for a kill here on Namushi. Jumps in, finds him with the bash.
Bashes, are you kidding me? Dude.
he's killing it right now. That's what you need to do. Ice spots BT faded, going for the opening. Burrow Strike. No, he missed. He had a Blink Dagger, my man. Oh, no. Give him the tip. That's right. BT faded. Knows what's good. Although, did you tip too early? I don't know.
Yeah, Faded got tipped whenever he missed attacking that Prox Mine, so it's revenge from that tip. As now Stasis lands onto the DK. He doesn't have Dragon Form.
They've got another one in a second if they walk too far into this one. Gonna catch them out for the moment. Well, Sandstorm, and now the turnaround. Gonna be able to find only one with that Chronosphere. They do manage to find the silence on the PL, and that's a kill. Mortimer's Kisses doing what they can, but it's not enough damage. The Cookie lands onto nice 2, but it's still going to be another round of bashes, and now the Burrow Strike. Solar Rather, Spirit Vessel landing onto the poor old Timber. They just don't have enough in the tank.
Bashed, oh my god. 23 Savage has some of the most amazing bash luck I've ever seen. He's getting them all at like the perfect times, and that's a massive team fight. I don't really know how it's going so poorly, because you'd think after missing an Epicenter Burrow Strike initiation onto the Phantom Lancer, then the team fight would just go downhill. And to be fair, they were very close to killing 23 Savage, who did not manage to chrono the Timbersaw properly. And so things should have been going pretty good, but it's just impossible to rate a Techies game. How can you truly quantify what a remote mindless DJ Techies is capable of?
I mean, some of it was that stasis trap, right? Like,
yes,
Timbers, he went right into the trees there, and then he was just sitting there for like a little while and couldn't do anything. And it really... is Techies the answer to Timber?
No.
You don't think so? Like,
no.
Silence is forever, rooted so he can't move.
Well, I'm also not I really don't like the Yules build, because Xiaoyu sets himself up into Aether Remnants also. He sets himself up into Aether Remnants, Burrow Strikes, like he makes himself so vulnerable, whereas a Greaves or a Lotus Orb would have been a much more practical even a BKB. Like, I would have been okay with a BKB on him, because he just needs to move around, and he will be very, very useful. But yeah, if he's stuck, he's pretty screwed. If he's silenced, he's pretty screwed. But he kind of made his bet here.
Maybe like a Lotus or something would have been the play, because he needs a way to take off the silence. He needs a way to take off the roots, but it did not happen. It was not meant to be. Dropping down some mines in the Roche pit, looking for an opening. Oh hey, who is it here? The taunt, the pull back in. BT faded. Gonna try and doppelganger up to the high ground. Does manage to get the escape, but the cookie coming out. Moshi rooted. They're saving onto that silence, waiting for the big jump in if they want to get it. Aether Remnant off the mark, still 20 until they're going to have that Chronosphere available. They get the stun on to the Sand King, and a big old Mortimer's Kisses comes out. DJ dropping down real freaking low, and finally that man is going to be punished, as he does end up dying. Xiaoyu, Timber Chains to the other side, and the rest of Fnatic, without their real carry, the Techies, are going to have to back out here. Another Burrow Strike landing onto all of them. Look at the damage coming out right now from this Timbersaw, free to do what he wants, misses the chains, but they still manage to find the stun, find the kill, and now one more for good measure. No more mana, no more 23 Savage. Damn.
This is what's possible. Let's see this fight recap. 4.2k damage from this Timbersaw dealt out during the course of that team fight. This is the problem, that if your Techies dies too early on, then he's not much of a threat. And man, he just ran roughshod over that team fight, and very disciplined by CR also. They were backing off whenever the threat, I suppose, of the Faceless Void, he had his BKB, and everyone was just kind of trying to time it out. And then once he was exposed, once the Tombstone timed out, then all of a sudden they were ready to turn things around very, very dramatically. And also props to Puck for managing to stay alive that entire time. That final Waning Rift was the nail in the coffin for Faceless Void, and so many force staffs from the Puck as well. There's been very, very well-used utility on the side of CR to keep their heroes alive.
Totally. Yeah, they've been doing a really great job of just making sure. Well, and I guess some of it has to do with like fighting in the proper areas, right? Like Techies hasn't been over here all game, so that hero becomes just completely useless if you fight in an area where he's not set up for. I mean, yeah, the silence was like okay, but then you saw everybody just turned around and killed him. But that is the way that you need to take this fight if you are CR. And Fnatic, maybe getting a little bit too big for the britches after a really good start to this game. It started to swing back the other direction. You can see that very pronounced graph going the other way, and now it's actually given a favorability to CR to win the thing.
It's pretty much dependent on whether the Chronosphere is up. Every single fight that Chronosphere is up, they are winning pretty handedly on Fnatic, but whenever it's down, they just don't have enough control to keep people in the party for Tombstone and Techies shenanigans and Epicenter.
Right. They do have a good lineup for split pushing on Fnatic, that is for sure. Sand King already there with the Blink Dagger, really high movement speed on these heroes and everything else, but it's going to be it's feeling like it could be a bit of a long one, depending on how this goes. Techies just trying.
Now you're saying that with like a sigh in your voice. I feel like at the end of the draft you were very excited for a long game.
I am excited for a long game. I am definitely.
Okay.
But I think the thing that I want to see, I guess it's that it feels like the draft was like going the way that Fnatic wanted it to go, and I wanted to see how the strategy ended, right? Because this is clearly not according to plan right now, where they lose a big fight like that and then lose all map control for a little while. And so now they're gonna have to like scramble to figure out how to work this out now.
Well, they scan out this Phantom Lancer.
I mean, that's a good way to do it.
Up.
Yeah,
that's a great way to do it. Chrono.
No, still in the sandstorm here. Gonna get some bunches of bashes and finding the kill, and now into the pit. So this is continuing on the same strategy they had before. Let's see if Ohio is gonna get caught over here.
No, he didn't pop the remote.
Well, they saw techies. They know that this is happening now, I think. But
oh, the other 3 heroes are pushing elsewhere. Ben-Hur actually activates Dragon Form just to split push as quickly as possible. So he's going to take down this bot tier 1. Timbersaw is pushing top tier 3. Not a great pusher, but he's still doing the work. I'm really surprised that Techies is not popping any of these remote lines.
Leashed? Well, also getting hit by the Mortimer's Kisses, but not enough.
Counts as a snatch, though. They get the kill on the Roche.
Okay. Ohio. Oh, they got him. Burrow Strike. Force Staff trying to live. Is he going to get out? Epicenter either? Oh, ice. Well, you go all or nothing, and sometimes it's nothing.
And 2. Alright, well, pretty solid minute from CR. They managed to steal the Roche bounty. They do half of the top tier 3 towers damage. They pop Dragon Form and don't get punished for it. And it's all in the span of their Phantom Lancer being dead.
Yeah. I mean, the downside is, of course, that Phantom Lancer's dead. But yeah, true. I agree. Oh, and speaking of which, oh my god, if he would have gone down right there, that would have been tragic. But he does manage to get out. Cookie gonna land now onto Ice, jumping with
way
Moon.
Around.
Mushi trying to get taken down by Moon himself to assimilate into the midst of all of them. 22 Savage finds that kill. Now the BKB has to run away, still holding on to that Aegis. Zhao Yu is chasing. Ohio also in the area with Coil in 3. This is looking like it is going to be
also.
A Void dead at least once. Yeah. Can they kill him a second time?
They can definitely. They got Dragon Tail ready.
See if he got the jump. He doesn't have a jump. They got him. Big win there. CR taking it.
Techies, what's the base defense looking like? Nothing. They have one remote mine on this tier 2. Oh, never mind. It was more than one. But didn't do anything, really. Oh my God, he has to blast off.
Just to run away. Oh.
Ben-Hur tried to cut him off if he managed to blast off to his own high ground, but not quite there. And that's one tower. Let's see how much more you can get.
They're going to use this to kill the creeps.
Void doesn't even have, so he doesn't have BKB and Chrono for like another 10 seconds. Okay, they're gonna be able to drive him back.
But again, it's like they're going to be able to hold high ground for a long time on Fnatic, I think.
Yeah, you know? That was the best opening because Techies had no prep time.
Right.
Now he's got prep time, and now he knows like what he's getting himself into. And I don't really think he needs to show up to team fights very much. Like the usefulness of the silence is going downhill because DK has his BKB. There's a Lotus Orb on the Timbersaw as well as his Yules.
Yep.
And Mushi is working his way to a Greaves. At least I imagine it's the Greaves. He's got the Arcane Boots in the mech. So between all that, it's not really as relevant for Techies to join into team fights. Now I think it's just more relevant for him to try to stall out the game.
Yeah, get some extra vision along these paths as well is going to be a good part of it. So, you know, actually playing a support, dropping more wards than ever before. I was always wondering if they counted as wards when you're doing the fantasy points, you know, for techies.
Wait, what count wards? No, they don't.
I was saying that'd be cool though.
Otherwise, anyone would play Venomancer. Venomancer would be the most fantasy-driven hero in the game. Then
that'd be amazing.
That would be amazing. Yeah, where's Veno been? I think Veno's actually really good right now. His wards got buffed to have like super long uptime.
I think some people played it a little bit. Hello. He gets 25 gold from that one.
Yeah, he just wasted like a solid 2 minutes of Techie's time in 1 second.
It's real annoying. DJ is going to be going for a sheep next.
They found the Void Spirit.
Oh no.
He's dead.
Ooh, man. Okay. They're going to hold this high ground though.
What a strange location to hold.
Okay, they blow up the puck right at the start. BKB is already out. Can be able to connect with this one onto 2, possibly. He hits the angle pretty good.
The Chakram is killing him.
Going to kill Techies. He buys back now, trying to get to the fight. They did absolutely no damage in that one. Tombstone going to eventually fall. Can they take down anybody else? Muji able to live with the grease, but it's not going to be quite enough. Silence onto them for a while. It's the DK that's silenced, but look at all the damage that comes out. It's not quite enough. They almost take down everybody, but in the end, they only killed the Undying. Now, Ice 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 jumps in, Burrow Strike, a triple kill from Moon, as Ohio is also going to get ran down. It was close to greatness, by the Remnant. But it is not good enough. Damn.
Man, it looked really good, and I was just like, oh my god, the balls on this team to jump into, like, you have to know that Techies has, like, an arsenal of explosives set up if you jump that high ground. But they felt confident with all the BKBs, Techies being, Timbersaw being as tanky as he is. And yeah, it costs a lot of buybacks. Timbersaw has to buy back, the Techies buys back, the Puck buys back, and the Void Spirit buys back. So 2 apiece on both teams. But Fnatic end up winning the fight in the end.
And they're going to go high.
Taking the gem as well from Ohio. It's on Ice Ice Ice.
Yeah, it's a big one. So you can send out a bunch of mines here to try and keep the wave from pushing in later on, but they're already taking the tier 2 mid. Now going to go up towards the top lane. This Deso on Moon is pretty sick for the ability to push down some of these towers a little bit more. Who just got a Radiance?
King.
Ice. All right.
All right.
Burrow Strike.
Radiance is the go-to answer against Phantom Lancer against most heroes. It's kind of peculiar to put it on a Sand King, but he doesn't have anything better to do.
Well, less than 1,000 gold separate these two teams here, as DJ is going to continue to try and do his work around the map. Minus 28-second blast off cooldown, and he took the blast off damage, so he's doing 900 damage on a 7-second cooldown. All right, that's kind of crazy.
And he has 66% magic resist.
Yeah. Wow.
Wait, how did he suddenly get like so much more magic? I feel like he had the pipe and the talent for like a while.
I don't know, but he also doesn't have a neutral item.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, oh, does he have like a nether shawl or something? But
that's actually crazy.
Yeah, that's bananas.
He's gonna be blasting off like nobody's business.
As long as he has the mana for it, I think that's gonna be the only limiting factor. But beyond that, he is good.
Pulls him on in. He has a 1,500 mana pool, but yeah, he needs to heal up on mana before this next fight. Moon.
He actually got pretty unlucky with the neutral drops. None of these neutral drops are particularly good for techies, so a little bit unfortunate for DJ. Because yeah, the nether shell would have been dope. Spider legs are pretty good, but yeah.
Dragon Knight also is in a position here soon to have the Aghanim Scepter. That's one of the coolest answers for this as a way to push high ground.
Yeah, you know, like, just walk up the side of the cliff. You don't even need to bother going the usual way of high ground. But they're pushing very, very quickly with this Deso DD. And Butterfly now completed on 23 Savage.
They have Chronosphere available. Really hard to deal with that maximum amounts of disable. VT Faded is pushing in the mid lane here with these creeps, or rather his illusions. And again, less than 1,000 gold separating the two squads. Oh, they got an AC done now on Void Spirit too. This is actually like the most right-click oriented Void Spirit I've seen in a while. Normally it's like the magic builds and things like that. He's going Daedalus next.
Definitely a lot of minus armor driven, which is surprising because the only physical damage dealer is Void, Faceless Void, besides him, and so only one hero is really benefiting from it. I guess maybe the Tombstone zombies are. They did get buffed, and Jabs did go for the Tombstone zombie damage talent, so maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could be. Okay, Ice, Sandstorm, those illusions reveal themselves for the moment. Roche still not up for another minute, but that's going to be the next point of contention most likely. VT Faded standing out front and center. They find the Dream Coil leashed for the moment, and yeah, they just blow him up too quickly. He was playing with fire right there, although they do get the root there. Onto Puck.
What a turnaround for it. He turned around mid phase shift, so he ended up turned around the other way. Oh my god.
Why are you guys walking into the pit, dude? Come on now. Dude, this is a techies game. What are you doing? What the hell? Just gonna go like, oh, we won the fight. We got Ice. We can pick him up. We can go Roche. What face check Roche? Oh
With
no,
sentry ward.
dude, unbelievable.
He has no buyback for a minute.
Guys, it happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us.
This is what a techies does to people.
Unbelievable. 1,000, 1,500 gold away from buyback on this PL. They're going to lose the tier 3 tower at the very least. They don't have Sandcake, but he jumped in. He didn't BKB. Ben-Hur, all right, still fine, but he's got Chrono afterwards. Like, oh yeah, they're just going to back out though. And now they're going to go Feroce themselves.
They don't know that PL does not have buyback. Otherwise, I think they would be committing a little bit more heavily. I think he would have chronoed if he knew that PL could not buy back. But he doesn't. Instead, they're just going to post up back to Roche, which has respawn now. What a comedy of errors.
All right, game 1 of this series, CR versus Fnatic, looking mighty good and also slightly insane. So Aegis and Cheese is going to be on their hands. We'll see where they decide to go with that. I don't know, man. I'm not really sure where it's going to end up going.
They scan it out. There's no way that CR can challenge this.
And
even if they did come in time.
Like, just look at the vision that you have right now, right? Like, they have absolutely nothing. They don't see anything on the map but what the creep waves are showing them.
Meanwhile,
so hard to play.
All these techies' minds are peppering all these choke points with vision.
Yep. This is when it feels real hard to play against. They did finish the Aghanims on DK. So again, this is one of the ways that you can make this work is like, you don't have to go up high ground at the side.
The delay is almost caught up. I want to see. Did you catch it on camera, them walking in?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you kind of zoomed out. I see PL walking in. Oh, no, I see his minimap icon vanish.
Yeah.
Good times.
Oh, jeez. All right, 6,000 gold lead right now for Fnatic. And at the 40-minute mark, we're going to have the next level of items. We'll see how this goes.
There's still time. There's still reasonably strong high ground defense. They have a repair kit as well. Who has this? Mushi, yeah, they've only spent 1 repair kit charge, so strap in. You may get your tier 5 item dream.
It might just happen. Who knows? Oh, all right. What do we have here? Are they smoking? They're smoking and moving out. Oh, it is a bold plan. It is a bold plan, smoking into no vision.
Oh my god.
23 Savage, the burrow strike. It's going to be there. He has Chrono if he wants it, but hasn't gone for it yet. Holding off for the moment, turning on to Zhao Yu, still living. DJ can go for the silence. Long duration on top of the Yules. Not the greatest, but they'll still be able to finish him off.
Alright, never mind. The game's going to be over much quicker than we were expecting. Don't know what the plan is. Smoking into a team with an Aegis and Cheese with no vision against a techies.
Jesus.
Like, that is some real pie-in-the-sky stuff right there.
Yeah. Well, up to high ground they go. Fnatic gonna take down the tier 3 tower buybacks. Available for the Timbersaw now. CR. What's the play here? Jump forward, Ben-Hur. This is a lot of damage. This is a ton of damage out and no mana right now on the Faceless Void. They might be able to do something here. CR being brought down somewhat low on the other heroes, but it is still the big bad DK trying to bring him down, almost killing Moon, but he pops the cheese and then they just turn and walk away.
23 Savage wants to die. He wants to respawn with mana and uses BKB and uses Chrono. But they will back off. They still have plenty of time left on the Aegis, so no point blowing it now.
Well, tough stuff.
Oh man, he has Satanic too now, so even the possibility of being able to stun him for a long time are looking pretty slim.
This has got to be the most annoying game. You got to feel for CR, man. It sucks to be behind against techies like this. Jesus.
It sucks to be ahead against techies a lot also, because you're like, why can't I end the game? I have like a 10k net worth advantage. No one on the enemy team does anything.
Is he okay?
Just let him die.
Oh, the bait. They don't get him though. That was almost really, really cool. But it didn't quite work. They didn't have enough mines there.
Just a little too tanky.
It's just like everything, all of your instincts in this game start to, you have to question them. Burrow Strike onto the big bad dragon. Coil there onto 2. Moon, BKB trying to walk away. No cheese this time, but he is going to be able to dissimulate back the other direction. Zhao Yu going through, trying to take down Ben-Hur on Fnatic. 23 Savage finds himself Mushi. Now going to beat into it. Still nobody has died in this fight, but BT Faded is actually the one that might be able to clean up here. Finds Ice, Ice, Ice up on the high ground. He's living through it. Not enough. The cookie ends Ice's life. Now 23 Savage
is never going to have mana for this Chrono unless if he dies. That's
and
the
DJ,
only situation.
Look at, they're just leaving him. They're like, you can't do anything to us.
Yeah.
We're going to focus down everybody else. Finally, they turn onto him to take him down. Jabs is nearby. Wanted to pick up that gem, but is not going to get it. Ohio takes it instead. They miss the Timber Chain. Still, 23 Savage cannot do anything. He's like, please, somebody kill me.
Kill me.
Just take me down. End my life. They have killed off 3 with no buybacks against Fnatic. He kicks down a courier, but he's still just trying to run after Mushi. Will finally get his paws on him and kills off the Snapfire. In the meantime, he's like, all right, I guess I'll get some damage onto this tower if you guys don't want to deal with me.
He has 15 seconds left on the Aegis, so he needs to be kind of careful here. He gets silenced.
Oh, no.
He has his BKB, but Satanic.
Yeah, they're lasted.
Activate Satanic.
In a second, 23 Savage.
4 seconds.
God.
Oh.
If only. He can Chrono and BKB and get out of there now if he wants to. Yeah. Or he can try and turn and fight. All right, this man's crazy. This man's out of his mind. They have the jump in now coming from Moon. Seeing if they can kill off Mushi. Round 2, they're ready to go. Moon's trying to run away. BT Fade is like, we still don't want to deal with 23 Savage.
He's out of mana.
Kills off Moon. He can't do anything. He got to go buy mangoes. Look, he's got it. It's in his inventory. He's trying to get to the fountain. BKB TP. Can he escape? He's got to run out of there. BT Faded needs a bash. Needs a bash. Not going to happen. Oh, it would have happened. If it was 23 Savage, his bashes earlier.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Jesus. I mean, space created. It's enough for like some of these cores to get back up, but they don't have Void Spirit for 100 seconds.
Yeah, no, his whole team was dead. Everyone was just watching him, spectating the whole comedy of events. But I guess Chavs eventually came back briefly. How many buybacks was that? So Mushi, wait, let me just go to the, okay, no one has buyback available. The Snapfire bought back, the Timbersaw bought back, and the Undying bought back. So 2 on Radiant, 1 on Dire. But Phantom Lancer has his buyback available. And all the cores will have it once they get enough gold.
And this is that point that we kind of always knew could happen in this game, where VT Faded is just so hard to kill. They have a repair kit on top of everything else, but it's not going to be enough to stop this pressure. And Ben-Hur, the DD giant black dragon, they take down one set of racks. Fnatic, things are looking okay for them. They still have a 6,000 gold lead, but they're losing building after building. Burrow Strike, that wasn't the real Ice, Ice, Ice. He tricked you. And now the Hex onto VT Faded, still nothing afterwards. They don't have the damage to eat through these heroes. Another round of racks is going to go down. DJ thinking about jumping in, but if he does, he'll surely die. As they turn onto this tombstone. And
not going to do anything.
They don't have the opening. They're just sending illusions in to kill off the tombstone. They back out. CR. Cool as a cucumber. They're
still
gone.
The game is nowhere near close to ending. Let me assure you, because now Techies absolutely has nothing better to do than stand around and defend his last set of racks. Although I am a little bit disappointed that he ended up opting to take the 251 damage talent at 25 as opposed to the mind movement speed. I was hoping that after getting the buff that we'd see more mind movement speed, but no, he's sticking with this more peculiar talent. I don't know why, but you know, it's his game. It's his funeral.
He's switching over to AC afterwards. I mean, for all-inning on a building, I don't know which one's better.
He already has an AC on his team. Void Spirit has one. Is he going to be split pushing his techies? I feel like the mind movement speed is even better for split pushing also.
Dude, they're just going to all in at some point. Like, that's the only thing that you can do now is this Fnatic, I feel. Maybe not. Maybe the game can last long enough.
We still got tier 5 items to go, all right? Let's not get too hasty.
You're not wrong. Dude, I remember looking at this series and I was just like, CR are going to get stomped. Fnatic are so good. And then they go and pick a techies and like the world is turned on its head.
Just nothing wrong with memeing it up every once in a while.
I mean, I think it's a good draft. Oh, well, you know, sometimes this stuff happens. That's an illusionist cape that he's got.
Yeah, that's the second time they've fallen for it. They fell for it the first time with the
they're passing
Sand
it
King's
around.
illusion.
They're passing it to different people. Ooh, they don't have any mines up here though right now on Fnatic. They do have a ward in the base by CR.
Yeah, that's why I'm very surprised by DJ's like prioritization. He's putting up like a huge camp here in the mid lane, but like there's no way that CR care about the mid lane anymore. They've already taken down the mid racks. And so the bot lane is completely exposed, both the tier 2 and tier 3. The top lane has no defense on it other than this one prox mine. But I am not a Techies player, so I can't
who
claim
knows?
to be an authority.
Honestly, this is madness. Yeah, I guess though, if you do walk into this like giant pile of remote mines, whoever it is dead.
When are CR ever going to go mid though? Like, why would they ever care about going mid?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
and they have
like
all
farming
this
patterns?
vision
I don't
around
know.
the mid lane also for some reason too.
Yeah, it's just a set. It's like one of those things where it's. You know what I've been thinking about with techies for a long time is it punishes like the most efficient movement, because those are the places that you often walk, and one of the more efficient movements might be to like go through these trees here or something. You know what I mean? Like there's little things like that where maybe he's theory crafted this out and it's like a place where people tend to walk. Yeah.
Okay.
It could be part of it. Or like, you know, normally people like walk through here, and so they're thinking to themselves, I'm not going to walk on the main path.
That's what I'm
cut
thinking
through.
of. Right. Like whenever you're like try to predict a pudge hook, and it's really the most obvious place to walk, but you go too many levels deep on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's tough.
Oh, he's gonna one-shot this courier. That's why you take the damage talent.
Exactly. Get couriers. It's got spider legs now. Everybody's just waiting
It doesn't
for
have
Roche.
the Aghanim Scepter, so I mean they can very easily see this remote mine, assuming that they put a sentry ward outside. Whoa, they're getting awful close.
Yeah, I can't believe that happened the last time. That blew my mind. They see Roche
Oh,
now,
they
though.
just saw it. Yeah, the PL illusion timed out, but they had enough time to catch it.
Heart on Sand King on top of this Radiance. Any other level 25s that we can talk about? Techies has his Dragon Knight.
Oh, Void actually went for backtrack as opposed to Chronosphere AoE.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Very interesting.
I mean, I guess he wants to be able to like get the Techies blast off onto it afterwards, right? That would make sense, sort of.
So what you're telling me is you want the Chronosphere AoE then, right?
Uh-oh.
He gets the Chronosphere normally.
They got him. Good amount of damage over time. BKB out. The Hex was there afterwards from DJ. And they pick off the Timber. And that might open up Roche for them now if they want to go for it. It is a refresher, which is pretty good for Void.
Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, than the Aghanim Scepter would have been for any of these Fnatic heroes. I guess Ags would have been pretty good on Moon and the Void Spirit, but I still think that the refresher Chronosphere is probably more value.
Oh, you ready? It's happening. They're going through the trees.
Buy back smoke.
All right, if they kill Zhao Yu now, this is...
They're going to push mid, and they're going to die to this thing.
We're waiting.
Left.
Oh, jabs. Glimmered. Oh, up on the high ground. He drops down the tombstone. They're controlling Ben-Hur for the moment. Jump in. They don't have Chronosphere available still. BT faded, trying to take down the Sand King, who is taking a ton of freaking damage. The heals are there, not quite enough. Ben-Hur drops. Look at DJ up on the high ground. He's just punching him. He did so much there. Tries to chase him down. Look at the punch. Oh, but he's got the Bloodstone heal. The continued chase down over here on the other side. They blew him up on those mines. They blew him up on the mines. They get the kill. 3 dead.
The long con.
Dude, they did it. Unbelievable.
Wow.
So
unbelievable.
DJ is now going to probably just try and make sure that they don't get split push ratted to death. And he can throw out all of these little mines along the way to cut through it. But back towards mid is where they're going in right now. They don't
this
have a
Death on
creep wave.
AC, and backdoor protection is being brought down by this mid creep wave.
Buyback status available for the DK, but that's it on the Radiant. If anybody else dies right now, they're not going to be able to get back into this fight.
Even if DK buys back, he doesn't have Dragon Form for 40 seconds,
And
so like all of his net worth is kind of useless.
I think they just abyssaled another illusion escape, but regardless, Fnatic now in the lead. Looking very, very close. Still,
9 more minutes. 9 more minutes.
Are they coming to contest the Roche?
Well, you can try, but you're not going to succeed.
That buyback from DK.
Refresher going to Void Spirit for right now.
Okay.
That's probably the most useless hero to give it to be honest.
I guess maybe he's just holding it for the
EG's
moment.
just holding on to it. I think Void, Void is fully slotted up with his double butterfly. You know, gotta have space for the evasion. The double butter.
God, how does this game end?
Listen, I couldn't have told you that 52 minutes ago. I'm no wiser now.
Why do you think he went for the double butterfly?
Well, Ben-Hur is kind of slotted up here, and so he can't really get any sort of true strike, and DK is not a common rapier builder, so it's pretty solid on him. Phantom Lancer, he has a haste rune. Time to run.
Gotta get out of
Phantom
there.
Lancer's not
Jumping in, finds them all. Oh, he can get the PL though, but he did manage to get the DK. This is a hard hero to kill, DJ. Right click, come through, Burrow Strike, gonna be reflected back the other direction. Silence for the moment though. It's a long duration silence onto the Void, not quite gonna be enough. They jump through with the Timbersaw, trying to take down Ice, and they will find that kill, but it's 2 minutes gone for this DK, does not have buyback. Any more chase? They also don't have the Sand King trying to bring down Moon. He backs away again as well. Mushi brought down super low. Ghost Scepter save at the last second. That keeps them alive.
Oh my god.
Can they find any more? They're controlling up BT Faded though. Doppelganger trying to run away. Has the Manta Stealth. Still the cookie. He turned around. Didn't
Hex
decide to go all the way in, and the puck is going to get punished. That's 2 minutes dead for him as well. No buyback. BT Faded trying to take down the Techies. He found DJ and is going to die. 23 Savage out of mana, out of time, and in trouble, likely to go down. He still has Satanic as well as that Aegis, but no BKB. Can switch it back into his inventory afterwards, trying to take down Moon instead. BT Faded trying to run him down. They find the finish for the kill, and finally, it's only Savage left alive for all of Fnatic. They're trying to just burn through this time after time. There's the Satanic, the bash, the jump. All right, Void Spirit buys back in. Let's go round 2. I think you just run away now. Just leave him alone. Moon's coming. You got to get out of there. VT Faded. See if he can jump.
Oh,
Doppelganger, run away. There's the refresher shard. That's what they needed. Seeing if he can escape. Zhao Yu chasing, running. Cookie down to the low ground. Doppelganger again. Drain the mana. No Moon. He can't get caught. The bash. It's there. The second round of it. Can they kill him off? This is going to be a dieback for Moon. 23 Savage. The last one left alive yet again. Finally, Ice is going to be respawning in 10 seconds. They bring out some Magos. Wanted to try and run him down, but now he's just hitting illusions. All right, I don't know what is happening in this game, but they don't have the Timber for another 100 seconds. They bought back on a ton of heroes. They're taking buildings.
Still have 2 more minutes left on this Aegis. 23 Savage is going to take an entire set of racks completely uncontested. Right now, the most important item for him in the entire game is Mango.
Yeah. Honestly, unbelievable.
I mean, honestly, between the freaking double butterfly and the backtrack talent, I am not surprised that he is surviving for so long in all of these fights. Poor VT Fate. I wonder if he feels like he needs to get like a Divine Rapier at this point.
So he went MKB instead.
Yeah.
Which I understand. I think it's I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what's happening here, man. This stuff's crazy.
5 more minutes. Just need 5 more minutes, and then we really got a game on our hands.
Right? Yeah, I don't know. What's the item? What do you think?
I love the theory crafting. Okay, let's see here. So, we want to talk about Radiant, or you want to talk about Dire?
Well, probably. I mean, who do you think's ahead right now? Oh God. No, they got him. Princess Knife, jump in, Chrono, it's there. Is it going to be enough damage? Can they bring down this PL? They're trying to desperately. He is going to fall, and no buyback because he bought the MKB. He actually bought back previously as well, yeah. So Ben-Hur gonna try to TP away. So no PL for 2 minutes. Can they hold? This is going to be the toughest test for them.
I'm pretty sure they cannot. VT Faded was the entirety of their damage. DK's Dragon Form still has a fair amount of time. Still has like 30 seconds left on it, but this is I think it may be done.
They got to push out this creep
wave. Wait, what's the ult called?
Mortimer's Kiss is in on him to
Mortimer's
start.
Kiss is
it's actually a ton of damage. Dude, the ult, the 25 talent. It's insane. They weren't ready.
Like 15 seconds,
Bro
but
strike.
yes.
Okay. A Hex. Thinking about more chase. They're just trying to burn him down low as quickly as possible. And Mega Creeps are here, but can they finish the game? Fnatic trying desperately to end this one. They are still really far ahead.
Yeah, are they going to leave even though Phantom Lancer is dead? They know he doesn't have buyback.
They still have Glyph left, Flicker, dispelling that. Now trying to get away. There's going to be the Yule Scepter lift up. Epicenter coming in just a second, but he didn't end up jumping in on it, actually.
Damage.
Ohio's leaving. Oh, the Burrow Strike through onto Puck. He got forced out, but he is going to die eventually. They chase down, looking for more. Ben-Hur's stun is there, but they get the Aether Remnant pull back in from Moon. Burrow Strike again, onto 2. And through the memes, through the beautiful tragedy that was many moments of this game, Fnatic will take the first series.
Well, first game.
First game. I don't know, man.
It felt like a series, though. My God, did it ever.
Unbelievable.
I can't say that game did not meet expectations, possibly even exceeded expectations. The only thing I could have asked for is some tier 5 neutrals, but aside from that, what a hoot and a half that was.
That was crazy, man. I don't even know. They won, but did it work? Do you think that was about
I think they just won because of the better team. Fnatic didn't necessarily I think you could have given Ice 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 and DJ any hero, and they still would have won just because Moon and 23 Savage were just they were the ones that had to play the responsible parent. While DJ was like, "What if I get a Moon Shard and the 251 damage, guys?"
Right.
And they're like, "Sure, whatever makes you happy, son."
Oh God, what a game! I really thought that Sierra was going to be able to do it for a little bit there. I still also think that Techies is kind of a cool answer for Timbersaw. I don't think it's the best answer. I don't think that it is the opportune answer. I don't think it's the optimal answer, but I think it's an answer, you know?
I'll give you that much.
It's like if somebody asks you a question, you're like, meh, you know, it's like that. That's the equivalent.
Okay. I'm on board.
Final thoughts before we go to a break.
Looking forward to seeing more of the same in game 2.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in just a little bit. CR versus, I almost said Techies, but Fnatic. I'll see you guys for game 2 right after this.